Welcome to an episode of Need to Know Economics, where I cover anything regarding economics, history, technology, and politics. Today we're going to dive into the purpose of money, and why do we even use it. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to our channel if you like this type of content. We discussed in previous videos the definition of money, but today we're going to cover why do we even use money and money's purpose. Money's core purpose is being a tool to exchange goods, services, speculation, and assets. Before money was developed, people would actually physically barter goods. So for example, a farmer would need tools to maintain his crop, so that farmer would trade possibly a goat for several tools from a local blacksmith. This system worked for a while, but as you can imagine, it's missing one core function we use in today's exchange of goods: price and value. Bartering systems had no way to value goods and services with prices, and their entire system was extremely subjective. On top of that, leverage became a huge factor in bartering, where typically the individual with the most assets, land, and services available could monopolize the entire system. This was the core dynamic of many small monarchies, where a single family controlled the entire kingdom and its land, subjected the entire public to servitude for protection and food. As you can imagine, the system didn't really work well, because in situations of despair, there would often be uprising against this monopoly. When money was introduced into the system, it allowed the creation of markets. Markets allowed a marketplace for money to value the exchange of goods, labor, services, etc. These markets could vary from underground markets of illegal activity, financial markets of collateral and credit exchanges, and even auction and consumer markets of traditional goods and services to be exchanged. So now that farmer could enter the marketplace where his goat can be valued at a particular price, and he could use that income to now purchase the tools he needed. This would allow the farmer to possibly even save his excess money he had from selling his goat, and possibly investing part of that money into expanding his farm by buying additional property. Money allowed people to price and value their labor, assets, goods, and services for a particular price, and now gave them more freedom of how to spend, save, and invest their money. Money also allowed more competition in marketplaces, where individuals with new innovative goods and services could attract these buyers also. And this could range, whether it's the farmer loaning and investing his money to a better blacksmith with a better tool, or the farmer using his extra money to send his teenage son to a school to learn new skills. Money became a tool to promote more freedom and activity in the exchange of goods, assets, speculation, services, etc. And this is more important today in 2021 more than ever. As many of you may know, last year we faced a global pandemic that stopped the exchange of goods and services. This exchange completely halted, not only me and you going to stores that were locked down, but it also disrupted the supply chains on how goods get to the stores. The pandemic and government lockdowns in response to it completely crashed the economy and stock markets. In most cases like this would cause an immediate depression, but as many of you may know, governments stepped in and immediately sent out stimulus checks and business stimulus. Governments printed more money than any time in world history, and the core purpose of this was to help me and you reboot the economy as the pandemic's fears dimmed down. Instead of going into a deflationary spiral we discussed in our last video about the Great Depression, we came back in 2021 and spent probably even a little too much money. And today, in December 2021, we can all have our opinions on the current state of the economy, but stock markets, incomes, prices, GDP, and most economic factors are at all-time highs, much better than the year following the Great Depression in 1929. So remember, money's core purpose is to be a tool to exchange goods and services, which ultimately helps us communicate our value to society with our labor, assets, knowledge, skills, services, and goods. And money should be used for that purpose, whether it's more money creation to help individuals purchase goods and services like in 2021, restricting money creation to help yield hyperinflation, moving towards a more fiat money system to help have more safe, secure exchanges, or to provide more money to seniors to securely retire with incomes in their later years. Money's type, creation, and purpose must be dynamic, accessible, and focused on enabling me and you to become more productive individuals to society. We also created a Patreon to support us in making this type of content. Just search needtoknoweconomics.com/Patreon to join. Money can be frustrating, and that's why we partner with companies that make money easy, like Acorns. As a child, I used to love going to the coinage machines at the grocery stores just to see how much money I saved from my paper route and all my pocket change. But as I got older and stopped using cash, I stopped going, and on top of that, all the change I saved up was depreciating in value every day. And that's where Acorns makes this process easy and efficient in today's digital world. Acorn rounds up every transaction on your debit card to the nearest dollar and invests it into indexes that appreciate over time into savings, retirements, or even your child's investment account. They'll even ship you a debit card to earn cash back from hundreds of different online stores. Just go to needtoknoweconomics.com/acorns to create an account and get a $5 bonus investment.